Okay, good morning dear student. Today we are discussing about the reproduction chapter class 10th NCERT. In this chapter we have to discuss the lot of different concepts related to the biology. In this chapter firstly we have to discuss what is the reproduction, what are the significance of reproduction and what are the different types of reproduction. So first आज हम देख लेंगे कि reproduction क्या होता है, reproduction के अलग अलग types कौन कौन से हैं and significance reproduction का कौन कौन सा है. Okay, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं रिप्रोडक्शन इस चैप्टर से. और फर्स्ट हम देखेंगे वर्ड रिप्रोडक्शन. द वर्ड रिप्रोडक्शन री का मीनिंग क्या होगा? द री वर्ड विच आर इंडिकेट बाय द अगेन, री विच इंडिकेट अगेन and production meaning what? Manufacture. Production meaning manufacture. So reason what? Again manufacture. The organism which have ability to again manufacture. The organism which have ability to again manufacture similar offspring. The organism which have ability to making similar offspring, or progeny. The organism which have ability to occur or making the similar offspring, that is called as the reproduction. Or why the reproduction is necessary? Because each and every organism they are made up by the cell, and each and every cell they are divided, or each and every cell they are making the tissue is making the organ is making the organ system, and organ system making the organism. So reason what? Reproduction process required the some cell, or reproduction process is only depend upon the living organism, because the cell division cell number of event of the cell is take place only the reproduction process. तो यहाँ पर reproduction the organism which have ability to making similar themselves, ऐसे organism जिसमें एक नए offspring तैयार करने की जो ability होती है, that is called as the reproduction. What are the significance of reproduction? अब ये reproduction के कुछ significance होंगे, यही हम significance देख लेंगे. First is the significance of reproduction. और अब ये सिग्निफिकेंस, इस वर्ड को क्या कहा जाएगा? दैट इज द एप्लीकेशन और यूजफुलनेस और इसेंशियल ऑफ द रिप्रोडक्शन. तो यहां पर सिग्निफिकेंस, सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. अब ये रिप्रोडक्शन के सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है? Which are the significance? First significance of the reproduction, that is maintain the evolution or help in the evolution. First वाला जो significance हो ये क्या होगा? Help in evolution. Help in evolution. Evolution the word which are indicated by the gradual changes. Evolution is word का meaning, that is the gradual changes. Gradual changes. अब what is the meaning of gradual? Gradual meaning is what? Continuous changes of an organism. Continuous changes of an organism. Continuous changes of an organism. So first what happened here? Reproduction, it help in a evolution करने में help कर देगा. Gradual changes of an organism, evolution का meaning क्या होगा? Gradual changes of an organism. What is the meaning of gradual changes? That is the continuous changes of an organism, that is called as the reproduction. तो reproduction first हमें important क्यों है? Because it maintain the evolution, or it help in the evolution. Evolution means the number of organisms they showing the sum of the little variation, like the sum of the tiger, some of the dogs, some of the cats, some of the plants, some of the animals, some of the organism which showing the various kind of variation. So such a variation only or only possible with the help of the reproduction. तो पहला reproduction necessary क्यों है? Help in the evolution process. Now next process or next significance. The second number significance of the evolution, that is the maintain the speciation, maintain species, maintain the species number. The earth, they are having the number of the species of flora and fauna. Species, these are the smallest unit of the organism. अब ये species, ये दो types की species है. First is the first species, that is called the animal species. Animal species. And second species, that is the plant species. Plant species. So animal species, that is called as the fauna. And the plant species, that is called as the flora. So the organism or the reproduction, they are maintain or they are help in the species number. To maintain the species number, first is what? Help in evolution, maintain the species number. So these are two important significance of reproduction process. Now third is the significance to help in the diversity or to helpful in a like the variation. ये variation के लिए भी necessary है. First is the third significance, help in variation. Help in the variation to maintain the number or the organism, they are prepared by the reproduction. Such organism, they showing the little variation, or such organism, they showing the little mutation in their bodies. So such a kind of the variation or such kind of changes only or only take place with the help of reproduction process only. So these are the three like the important significance role of reproduction if the reproduction happen in the each and every living organism only. Now we are discussing what are the types of reproduction. Now the types of reproduction, the next process, that is called as the types of reproduction. Types of reproduction. अब reproduction के types कौन कौन से? Reproduction type, that are the basically two types. The first reproduction, that is called as the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. And second type, that is the sexual reproduction. The second type, that is called as the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. फर्स्ट इज असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन है, दूसरा है सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन है. असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन? इस वर्ड का मीनिंग होता है ए. इसका मीनिंग होगा नॉट. और सेक्सुअल का मीनिंग व्हाट? सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट. सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट, नॉट सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट. यहाँ पर कोई सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं होगा. और ये जो असेक्सुअल टर्म है, ये जो असेक्सुअल टर्म है, दे आर फर्स्ट टाइम यूज बाय द मेरी जॉनसन इन 1977. ये जो असेक्सुअल, ये जो टर्म्स है, ये जो असेक्सुअल टर्म्स है, इसको सबसे पहले यूज किया मेरी जॉनसन. मेरी जॉनसन इन 1977 their academic record. So asexual reproduction, इसका मीनिंग क्या? नॉट ए सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट. कोई सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट होगा ही नहीं. और ये जो टर्म इसको डिस्कवर किया मेरी जॉनसन ने ईयर 1977 वेयर देयर एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड. सो असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन मीनिंग क्या? कोई सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट नहीं होगा. देयर इज अ नो सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट. अगर यहाँ पर कोई सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट होगा ही नहीं तो यहाँ पर देयर इज नो फ्यूजन ऑफ गैमेट. तो अब यहाँ पर हम देख लेंगे. Then first, अब यहाँ पर टर्म विच डिस्कवर्ड बाय द मेरी जॉनसन, कोई सेक्सुअल कांटेक्ट नहीं था तो गैमेट्स आर एब्सेंट. गैमेट्स आर एब्सेंट. यहाँ पर गैमेट क्या हो जाएंगे? एब्सेंट हो जाएंगे. बोथ मेल गैमेट, फीमेल गैमेट, मेगा स्पोरोफिल, माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल, ये जितने भी मेल एंड फीमेल के गैमेट हैं, प्लांट में, एनिमल में, ह्यूमन बींग्स में, ऑल गैमेट बिकम अब्सेंट। यहाँ पर सारे गैमेट क्या हो जाएंगे? अब्सेंट हो जाएंगे। तो यहाँ पर गैमेट आर अब्सेंट। नाउ थर्ड, फ्यूजन इज अब्सेंट। फ्यूजन, यहाँ पर फ्यूजन नहीं होगा, देयर इज नो फ्यूजन, कोई फ्यूजन नहीं होगा। नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस, if the gamete are absent, fusion are absent, the next process, little variation or no variation, यहाँ पर no variation, no variation, यहाँ पर कोई वेरिएशन नहीं होगा, बिकॉज द ऑर्गेनिज्म विच आर प्रिपेयर सिमिलर ऑफस्प्रिंग, सिमिलर ऑफस्प्रिंग तैयार कर देगा, और जिसमें कोई गैमेट का फ्यूजन नहीं होगा। अगर गैमेट का फ्यूजन नहीं होगा तो देयर इज अ नो वेरिएशन, इनमें कोई वेरिएशन नहीं होगा। नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, not help in a evolution, not help in evolution, evolution में ये कोई हेल्प नहीं करेगा। लेकिन लास्ट एक सिग्निफिकेंस है इसका, द रिप्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस इज अ फास्टर। ओके, यहाँ पर रिप्रोडक्शन, रिप्रोडक्शन reproduction is a faster process, is faster in asexual reproduction, in asexual reproduction। असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में ये क्या हो जाएगा? फास्टर हो जाएगा। लेकिन इनके जो अपोजिट कैरेक्टर है दे आर प्रेजेंट इनटू द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन। अपोजिट कैरेक्टर क्या हो जाएंगे? सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में पाए जाएंगे। तो विच आर द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, व्हाट इज देयर सम ऑफ द सिग्निफिकेंस। हम फर्स्टली डिस्कस करेंगे सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन क्या है, असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन क्या है, और उसके बाद हम देखेंगे टाइप, सब टाइप्स ऑफ असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन। तो यहाँ पर जो होगा, that is called as the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, what is their meaning? Sexual reproduction is their meaning what? Gamete contact और gamete fusion। तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा? The two different gamete involved, दो अलग अलग गैमेट क्या हो जाएंगे? इनमें इन्वॉल्व हो जाएंगे। अब दो अलग अलग गैमेट कौन कौन से? द फर्स्ट गैमेट दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द मेल स्पर्म एंड सेकेंड गैमेट दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द ओवम। तो यहाँ पर दो अलग अलग गैमेट क्या हो जाएंगे? कांटेक्ट हो जाएंगे। मेगास्पोरोफिल, माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल, ऐसे जो अगर प्लांट की बात कर दी तो दो अलग गैमेट होंगे, मेगास्पोरोफिल, माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल, देन एंडोशियम, गाइनोशियम। अगर मेल की बात किया तो यहाँ पे स्पर्म सेल एंड ओवम सेल। तो both gamete are involved into the sexual reproduction. If the both gamete they are fused with each other, they showing the sum of the variation. So reason such a reproduction process is required for the maintain the species number, to maintain the evolution, or to maintain the variation. तो टू डिफरेंट गैमेट इन्वॉल्व। अब यहाँ पर दो अलग अलग गैमेट कौन कौन से? फर्स्ट इज अ two different gamete. The first gamete that is called as the male gamete, male, and second is the female gamete. अब male gamete में क्या होगा? Male gamete that is called as the sperm cell, sperm, and female gamete that is called as the ovum, या ova. Sperm they are denoted as X and Y, and ovum they are denoted as X and X. So both are the male and female gamete participate in the sexual reproduction. But two different gamete, but human being have the number of cell. Human beings में अब अलग अलग cell है, तो इनमें दो अलग अलग gamete participate होते हैं. What about the remaining cell? तो in the human body, male gamete is only the reproductive cell, and remaining all cell they are called as somatic cell. So here, but only male, that is the reproductive cell they are involved, but some of the somatic cell cannot be involved in a sexual reproduction, because the somatic cell they are participate only or only body development and some of the organelle development. So here only two different gamete or two, like the gametic cell or reproductive cell is only involved. Now next point here, they showing the more variation, they showing more variation, इनमें बहुत ज़्यादा वेरिएशन हो जाएगा, बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म दे आर शोइंग द सम ऑफ द लिटिल वेरिएशन और मोर वेरिएशन, बिकॉज द parent, if any parent or any daughter or any son, they are similar to their parent, but some character is different as compared to their parent. तो यहाँ पर क्या they showing the more variation, इनमें बहुत ज़्यादा वेरिएशन पाया जाएगा. Now next point, it help in evolution, it help in evolution. ये इवोल्यूशन के लिए हेल्प करेगा. इवोल्यूशन का मीनिंग होता है ग्रेजुअल चेंजेस. ग्रेजुअल चेंजेस का मीनिंग होता है कंटिन्यूस चेंजेस ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म. किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म में बार बार या कंटिन्यूसली कोई चेंजेस हो जाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द इवोल्यूशन. सो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन दे आर नेसेसरी फॉर द maintain the evolution or maintain the speciation, help in the speciation, help in formation of new variation. और ये लाइक द वेरिएशन के लिए हेल्प करेगा. तो फर्स्ट इज असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, नॉट a sexual contact. Gamete are absent, but here two different gamete are involved. Fusion is absent, fusion is take place. No variation, more variation. Not help in evolution, help in evolution. Reproduction is a faster process. Reproduction बहुत ज़्यादा faster process है. Example भी देंगे इसका. Asexual reproduction is they require the more time. So asexual reproduction is a faster process. What is the meaning of faster process? Because reproduction requires a very much little time. So which time? For example, Escherichia coli or E. coli bacteria. Escherichia coli or E. coli bacteria, they are present into the some of the dirty water. And such kind of bacteria, their reproduction process is so much faster as compared to the human beings. So here E. coli bacteria, they are prepare the binary fission, or such E. coli bacteria, they are reproduce 18 minutes. So they require only 18 minutes for their reproduction. So E. coli bacteria, their reproduction is so much faster as compared to the sexual reproduction. Now here reproduction require more time. Reproduction require more time. More time, they require more excess time. Why they require the excess time? Because the two gametes are fused, two different gametes, if they are fused with each other, then they prepare the number of cell. That time organelle is developed, whole organism is developed into the mother body. So resulting what happens, their development require the more time, but asexual require the little time. तो यहाँ पर more time. Example, that is the human being. ये human, that is called as the Homo sapien, or such an organism or such a person, they require the approximately 270 days. 270 days required for complete the development of fetus or embryo into the mother body. So this reproduction require less time, this reproduction require the more time. So these are the basic difference between the asexual and the sexual reproduction. Now we are discussing about the types of asexual reproduction. Now types of asexual reproduction. Now types of asexual reproduction. अभी asexual reproduction के कुछ basic types हैं. आज हम only discuss करेंगे what are the subtype, and now tomorrow lecture we have to discuss what are the detailed structure of the asexual reproduction and their types. The first types of the asexual reproduction is a binary fission. Binary fission. Binary fission is followed by the multiple fission. Binary fission, bi का meaning होता है two, fission का meaning होता है division. The organism which have ability to divide two daughter cell, ऐसा organism जिसमें ability होती है कि अपने जैसे दो नए organism तैयार करे, that is called as the binary fission. और binary fission में जो organism होता है that is immortal, ये कभी भी मरेगा नहीं. Clear? So these are the binary fission. Second is the binary fission is followed by the multiple fission. Multiple fission. The next, that is the budding. Binary fission. The next, that is called as the budding. The third event, fragmentation. Fragmentation. Fourth point, that is called as the regeneration. Regeneration. The fifth point or fifth subtype, that is called as the vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. And sixth type, spore formation. So these are the basically 6 types of the asexual reproduction: binary fission, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative reproduction, and spore formation. This vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. Abhi vegetative propagation, these are the basically two types. First is the natural vegetative propagation and second is the artificial vegetative propagation. First is the natural vegetative propagation, and second is the first is the natural vegetative propagation, second is the artificial vegetative propagation. Artificial vegetative propagation. So these are the basically two types of the vegetative propagation. Now फिर हम देखेंगे natural vegetative propagation में root, stem, flower, fruit, which part generally essential. Artificial vegetative propagation, that is the grafting, cutting, layering. So these are the different types we have to discuss next lecture. But binary fission followed by the multiple fission, that is the subtype. Budding, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative propagation. There are basically two types. First is the natural, second is the artificial, third is the spore formation. So this is all about the introduction of reproduction. Tomorrow's lecture we have to discuss what are the different types of asexual reproduction subtype. अब हम देखेंगे binary fission, multiple fission, spore formation, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative propagation, and spore formation. So these are all types we have to discuss tomorrow's lecture. Now today's lecture, if you are having any doubt or any question related to in this topic, then also tell me. Thank you.